When Western students began learning Wing Chun in the 1980s, they were coming from a very different cultural background. Chinese traditions, martial arts was taught with respect, patience, and often in a family-style, closed-door setting, where students learn slowly, absorbing not just techniques, but also philosophy, etiquette, and the way of life, and how to behave one another, how to behave yourself with you and your teacher and your family. But Western mindset, many Westerners came with a pragmatic results, focused attitude. They value speed, strength, and measurable outcomes. They often wanted to test or prove the art rather than preserve it exactly. So just create a big difference and an interpretation. One side emphasizes on tradition and transmission. The other side emphasizes on application and innovation. Maybe like feeling of superiority versus adaptation. But in Wing Chun, it's not always about superiority, though sometimes egos play a role. I find that some Western practitioners may subconsciously feel that they must own or modernize the art to make it valid in their cultural world, rather than simply preserve it. Others sincerely believe they are improving Wing Chun by making it fit in a Western combat sport or even the self-defense context. A few do fall into the trap of ego, rebranding, renaming, or claiming to know better than even the Chinese master. That can look like cultural appropriation. So there is a problem in the language and communication gap between the Western students and the Chinese master. The translation, because one doesn't speak English and understand English, the other one doesn't speak Chinese and understand the culture of Chinese language. So everyone is lost in transaction. So most Chinese masters in the 80s and the 90s, especially in Hong Kong, taught in Cantonese or even, I think, a little bit of Mandarin, but mostly in Cantonese, with layered meanings with cultural differences. Therefore, Western students sometimes misinterpret concepts like softness, key, centerline, and re-explain them in their own words, which will over time become a